Okay, I'm here to tie a cripple midge. Reason I'm tying this fly is because on a certain spring creek I've been fishing, I've seen fish rising time and time again. Tossed everything at them. Elk hair caddis, comparidon, Adams, all the different, small sizes, 20s. I know 20 doesn't sound the smallest, but it's probably the smallest I can manage these days. In any case, the Cripple Chironomid, if I can say that correctly, seems to be what they need. So I'm going to tie some of those, and hopefully tonight, when I fish this, it'll work. I'll send some video if it works. If it doesn't, I guess this video will just be of this fly tying. Now, what makes a cripple versus some other fly? And I think the key factor to me is its wings. Its wings are going to be coming out of the fly, almost like a spinner, a spent mayfly on the surface, and it's not standing upright and popping off. They're actually back, and I'm even going to wrap this thread back around the bend, since there is no tail or shuck. I'm going to wrap this thread around the back here, giving it a little bit of a kind of a hang down. All right, I'm going to leave plenty of room for the head because we've got to put on some little foam we're going to use on this fly. I don't like the synthetic materials, but we're going to use foam here. 1 millimeter foam. We're going to tie in some Grizzly. I've got black thread here, but you could use other colors. Now I'm going to wrap this up and kind of make a slightly tapered body. Let's just, not sure how well this will work, but I'll spin it to kind of flatten it out, counter spin it, smooth out the body. I'm not sure that matters because I do want a little bit of segmentation. So to get that segmentation, what I'm going to do, this is a size 20, by the way, and you could do it in a 22 or even an 18, but I need as small as I can do it, and I really just think I can't do the 22. So, I would use thin wire. I would use white thread. But since I don't have either one of those today, I am going to use this tinsel, this really fine gold tinsel. And it'll add a little bit of sparkle. You could use mylar. Okay, so I'm going to tie this in at the back, 45 degrees down, and then I'm going to let the thread torque pull it up. All right, I'm bringing that up. Okay, that only came to the side of the hook, but that's okay. I'm going to go to here, which is where I'm going to tie in the wings. And I'm going to counter wrap this thread to give segmentation to the body, which midges, Chironomid midges like. I don't want it too close. I just want to bring it up evenly. Okay. Awesome. Tie that off once. Now, this is a really small fly, which is, I don't normally tie these. I normally tie 14s, 16s, 18s, but 20 is pretty small for me. And what I'm going to really stress here is to minimize the amount of material I use. Okay, so I'm going to tie in. So I've got some Grizzly here. I'm not, it's a cape. God knows where I got this, when I got this. Sometimes people donate stuff to me because they don't like fly fishing or don't do it much anymore. And anyways, I'm going to pull off 2 of these feathers up at the neck, near the top of the neck. Whoop, there's all kinds. And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna measure them. I love this new hairline I mean, it was a little bit spendy, but I love this new hairline Hackle gauge I got. It's got a bead gauge on here, which is pretty cool. So this sort of solves my problem with converting from millimeters to inches, which has really bugged the hell out of me for quite a while now. And I don't know, color's kind of cool. Anyways, you know, I'm not going to gauge this hackle because this is just the wings, and I just want to make it as small as possible. And I want the wings, if you can imagine them going out 45 degrees and flat with the surface, and then maybe this body even sinks down into the water. Okay, so I'm going to tie those on now, because next I'm going to tie on a bit of hackle from this cape that's actually sized right for the hook. And then I'm going to tie on 1 millimeter foam, a very small, maybe 1 millimeter strip, or even smaller, small strip as I could cut, of this white foam. And then I'm going to tie in just a turn or two of Peacock herl. Pull that foam forward, tie it off, cut it back. So there's a lot of stuff going on here for a fly this size. So I want this to be about the size of the, you know, kind of have it coming back out to the bend of the hook. Yeah, I'm going to tie one end at a time, 45-degree angle. So loose turn. That looks like about where I want it. Can I turn this? Yeah. That's about where I want that. Kind of looking like that. Let me turn this back. Hey, this fly vise, this is, what the heck is this? Sorry, I want to get the box. I got this for Father's Day. It's a Rossetti Apprentice. I imagine Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse, you know, in The Apprentice, but you know, that screw up happened. Anyway, so I really do like this vise. I like it because it's a lot like the Thompson AA vise, which I really like, just for its simplicity. But it has this nice added feature where, of course, you can turn it. It's just far better built, of course. A bit more money. The only complaint I have about it is right here, this screw right here. You know, it's nice for adjusting the height, so when you turn it, it spins correctly. But it also, it doesn't seem to be very, maybe it's the anodization. It doesn't seem very sticky enough, so sometimes if I pull down tight, this thing will kind of break loose. But if I'm careful, this is a great vise. I've enjoyed it. And I'm going to put the other, well, I better keep that upright just because of my perspective for tying. This is a tough fly for me to tie, so. All right, so one loose. See how that spun around right there? Look at that. So tying the loose allows me to adjust. Okay. Got to retie this. This video is going to be a little long because, you know, I've only tied a couple of these. Fine. There we go. Where's the feather? There it is. You know, being on the Cape, it's a little bent to begin with. So I'm going to tie that out. Jeez. So I'm going to hold this down with my thumb. Loose wrap. You know, tied it on this side. The torque of the thread pulls it to that side. You know, I don't know. That's about okay. All right. I'm going to pull these back and get one to the shank, which will kind of anchor it. Okay, I'm going to cut these little dudes off. Little butt ends here. Okay. All right, so next, let me think about this. I'm going to do on some hackle. Okay, I want the hackle to be about a size 20. That's about right here, you know. Wow, okay, that's a little oversized, but what the hell. Maybe this one isn't oversized. Okay, there she is. Take off the fluff as usual. Look at how small that is. Holy cow. All right. I'm going to tie that in super close to where I tied in the 2 wings. Fine. Again, pull that back. 1, 2. Yeah, 2. Maybe I'm just, yeah, you got to do 2. So where's that stem? There it is. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna put on 1 or 2 turns of this, and I have to use these hackle pliers for this because my fingers are too fat to do it otherwise. Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go, guys. Grab it. Okay, there's 1, 2. Wow, I might. Well, let me. Wow. Okay, I don't want to screw up the wingtips, but 1. Wow, 1.5 maybe. There's 2. Gosh, can I get 3? Okay, 3. I'm just going to tie it in because I don't trust my luck. All right, there we go. Got some guys pulling forwards. 1, 2. Okay. And, well, I'm not going to pull that, snap that off because I'm not sure how well it's adhered. There's a couple fibers forward, and if I snip this right, I can barely see them. I bet you this is the first fly that gets caught in the tree behind me when I cast. Okay, the big thing is, clear the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the, I don't know what they call that. It's when the wing bud, the emerging fly, breaks the shuck free and the midge comes out and it's got all these antennae. That's what this represents. Okay, let's do this end. Now I just want to barely get this in. Okay, so okay, on. Wrap there, cinch it down. Give you some idea what that looks like here in a sec. Okay, now this is like too many wraps there, but kind of had to do it. All right, that's what it looks like from the top. Then I'm going to put in the smallest peacock herl I can find. I pulled it off this feather here. The higher up you go, the thinner they are, but also, honestly, the most, they're just ridiculously fragile. Look, you can just kind of break them. So here's my piece, peacock herl, and I'm gonna give this gives it a little dark body look and a little sparkle maybe. 1, 2. I can do this by hand because it's long enough. 1 turn. Geez, maybe 2 turns. Tie this off once in front. Now see, look at how crowded that head is. If you have trouble with crowding the head, put your thumb in here and get these feathers back off the head. And the next fly you tie, just give yourself a little more room. 1/4 millimeter, a millimeter, whatever it takes. Stroke this back. There's 3 for the head. I'm going to pull this off. Okay, that didn't work. Snip this off. The key is here to be dainty. And I hope that you guys are more skilled at this than I am. Okay, now I'm going to pull this wing case, this emergent case forward. I'm going to tie it back as far as I can without crushing into the hackle. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it back, tie it off here. Great. Okay, just give my, oh, okay. Give myself some room. Now I'm going to do a half hitch here. I always do a half hitch. 1, 2. Over the eye of the hook. Pull it tight. That kind of secures my, so if the string breaks or something here, I'm okay. And push that back. Cut that flush. The nice thing about that white foam is it's visible at night or whenever you're evening or whenever you're fishing this. Visible in the foam and the, okay, now I just did another half hitch, but let's not do the half hitch. Let's do a full, like 3 turns. 1, oops. Okay, 1, 2, damn it. Oh, excuse my French. There, 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bobbin and help guide that loop in. Beautiful. Okay, guys, that's about all I feel good about. You know what? I'm gonna grab my Sally Hansen's here. I'm gonna grab my bobbin. Get the smallest amount of Sally Hansen's. Probably should have put this on my thread actually before I did the half hitch. There it is right there. Woo! Sally Hansen's. Boy, it's going to be my brain damage. All right. And I'll just do 1, 2 more turns. Geez, I wonder if I put the Sally Hansen's on here when I tighten down this. That might be the way to do it. When I tighten this down, actually the Sally Hansen's will get stuck on the thread. I'm going to try that next time. Use my thumbnail. Be real careful with this, because if you slip and you get that eye of the hook between your thumbnail and your skin, that's an injury that hurts for a while. Okay. All right. And if I look on my fly bench, I've got an all like white moose hair here. Wow, that's too big to actually stick through that eye hole. I just want to clear this eye hole out. Holy cow, can you imagine on the, oh, there it is. Look at that, I did it. Okay. So the deal is, I'm just trying to make sure that it's free and clear of glue. I'm pulling this through. Wow, look at that. The moose hair can barely fit through that eye hole. Okay. Well, there you go. Let me see if I can pull this out of my new Renzetti vise. Oops. I was turning it, not pulling it up. Okay. You know, I'm pretty happy with this fly. This fly is going to catch some fish right there. I don't know if you can see it, but wow. Little sparkle from that rib, the wings barred. I'm going to call this the emergent chironomid because the wings are turned back. You know, they're behind the body. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to help. Anyway, the little shuck on the top, not a shuck, but the emergent split case at the top, that's going to help with the visibility at night. Got a little bit of flotation here, a little bit of wings, a little bit of antenna. I got some, wow, not bad. I'm impressed with this fly. I'm just gonna make sure I got that eye cleared as best I can. Get it from the top, get it from the bottom. All right, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Hey, put some comments in the comment section if any flies that you'd like to see in the future. Next, I think I'm going to do a yellow humpy. I really love that fly. It's a searching, attracting pattern in August. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye.